Have you ever felt kind of out of sync with the world? Like you had a script in your head about how things should be, but reality kept insisting on going another way? That little frustration that creeps in when the plan doesn't work out, when people don't act the way you expected. It's funny how literature sometimes takes those internal struggles and holds them up to a mirror. Maybe a slightly distorted one, but one that makes us reflect. And speaking of distorted mirrors, who better than Don Quixote of La Mancha? That gentleman who, after reading so many chivalry novels, decided to become a knight errant in a world that no longer even remembered what that meant. Remember that famous scene? He sees windmills and swears they're giants he must fight. Sounds like total madness, right? But could this madness be touching on something very real in our own lives? Think about it. Quixote projected the world of his books onto reality. He saw castles and inns, princesses and peasant women. He lived according to his expectations, his ideals. We might not be out there fighting windmills, but how often do we build up huge expectations about a new job, a relationship, a trip? We create our internal scripts and wait for reality to fit them. And when it doesn't, that feeling comes. Wait, wasn't it supposed to be like this? Quixote experiences this dissonance at the extreme, and seeing it in him might help us recognize how we deal with that gap between what we hope for and what we actually get. And what's most intriguing about Quixote is that despite all this confusion in his mind, he didn't sit around complaining. He went out there. He put on his patched up armor, mounted his tired horse, and set off to fix the world in his own way. That makes us think. How often do we become paralyzed just because the situation isn't perfect? Because the plan isn't 100% solid? Because we're afraid of what others might think, afraid to fail? Maybe there's something admirably brave in Quixote's reckless impulsiveness, the courage to at least try to do something in the name of what you believe in, even if the world finds it ridiculous. What matters more, the destination or the journey? From the outside, Quixote's adventures look like one disaster after another. He gets beaten up more than he helps anyone, causes more chaos than he solves. If we measure by practical success, by results, he's a failure. But he never gives up on his purpose: to be a knight, to defend the weak, to love his Dulcinea. He finds meaning in the journey, in the struggle itself, not just in the victory. And that challenges us. Are we too obsessed with the end result, with winning at any cost? What if the real value lies in the intention, the persistence, the path we choose to follow, even when things don't go as planned? Living with purpose, as Quixote did, in his own twisted way. In the end, maybe this figure, so distant in time and so exaggerated in his madness, acts as an uncomfortable but useful mirror. It exposes our constant struggle to balance the dreams we have, the expectations we build, with the grounded reality that shows up every day. It's not about being Quixote, but about better understanding this internal dance we all live, the dance between the ideal and the possible, between who we dream of being and who we manage to be. What do you think? What other stories or characters make you reflect on this mix of dreams and reality in our lives? Share with us in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going. If this reflection resonated with you, leave a like so I know you enjoyed it. See you next time.